Life is more legal than you think. Just ask.
Hello, hello. Welcome back. Hope you're having a wonderful and blessed day today. Sorry if things are going to be a little disjointed for me here just for a couple minutes because I decided to try, and I have to do it while I'm live streaming, a new setup for the chat. So give me just a second to at least get onto one of the systems here and check my audio really quick, so that I can make sure that that's working. Okay, so I heard that. And then what I decided to do is, well, let me do this here real quick. So, hello, welcome back. You're having a wonderful and blessed day today. So what I decided to do was to test out the app version. So, one, I use Social Stream Ninja for a combined chat. There's some weird nuances about running most everything in Linux. One of which is being able to do chat software. And I have been using Social Stream Ninja back when it was in Windows because of the fact that I have, for me, and for everybody else, a combined chat, but the combined chat mechanism from Social Stream Ninja allowed me to be able to effectively obfuscate where my messages were coming from, so that it's kind of like more like a relay mechanism where they all get into one area. It made it easy for me to be able to deal with, but also made it so that I didn't violate any agreements, so to speak, by displaying stuff from locations that I shouldn't, if you catch my meaning. So I did that and been working perfectly fine. So when I switched over to Linux, I had some issues with it because on Linux I decided to try to use Brave, and I was going to use that as a different browser. Now Brave is actually based on Firefox. And there was some issues with Brave messing up. Even though I had the plugin in, even though I went through, no, actually, sorry, I take it back. I believe Brave's based off of Chrome. LibreWolf is based off of Firefox. I first tried LibreWolf. I tried installing the plugins myself. I even tried doing it through the store, and it had a problem because LibreWolf does exactly what it says it's going to do. It's actually a more secure browser, so it wouldn't let me do a lot of this stuff about having multiple local tabs and stuff. So I switched over to Brave, because I want to make sure that if something happens to, for whatever reason, any of the bigger companies and stuff, that I had my options open to me as to what I could do. So I tried Brave. The problem that I have with Brave, even though it's based off of Chrome, or Chromium, is that the session keys and stuff like that would get messed up. It's like every other time I would load it. And I was constantly having to update my chat windows and stuff like that. And I was having to do a whole lot of additional work just to get that fixed up every single time. Because then it was also losing my settings about how I want my chat to look in the window that I see. Right? There's one thing about like, oh, if I've got to just go change the link and stuff. But no, I was losing some stuff along the way. So that was a little frustrating. So then I tried ungoogled Chromium, and that is even more secure than probably even LibreWolf, and I couldn't even get it to launch a couple of the windows because it has so much stuff stripped out of it. So I decided to go ahead and at least under a Flatpak, which again, just quick recap, Flatpak is a Linux utility, Linux system to be able to deploy applications in a sandbox in a more protected environment where it's a little bit easier to manage it. You can control the applications a little bit better. If I had to explain to anybody who doesn't understand much about it, think about if you've got your phone, you install apps, and every app on either Android or even iOS, I believe you have a whole series of permissions specifically for that app. Not that you don't have that in Linux and Windows, but Flatpak gives you the ability to control those in a sandboxed environment where you can either grant more permissions to your host system or remove more of them. That way it's a little bit more secure. So I put Chrome on here and I've been using that for a while. Zero problems. One of the things though that the guy who does this, I believe his name's Steve Seguin, actually built an app image. App images are another way to deploy applications on Linux. There's three primary ways. There's Flatpaks. Well, there's four. There's native OSs. There are Flatpaks, snaps, and app images. There's a fifth one, which I believe is a web download, so that you can actually like build a web app and the app will actually just run in the browser. I haven't even messed with that. I tried snaps. They're not as easy as Flatpaks or app images. So I'm trying the app image of SocialStream Ninja. The nuance is you got to do a bunch of stuff to connect things and that. So I tried logging in, getting everything set up, and I was doing some pre-checks and stuff like that. And I was having some weird issues with trying to get things connected, because when I did this late Tuesday after I quit streaming, or on Wednesday as I was just trying to get some, piddling around with a few things, realized I can't do any of this stuff because most of what I'm connecting into is live streaming. So I had to go through and do a bunch of stuff to get those things fixed up, and close this window out here. So I had to do some stuff to get those things fixed up and get everything in here so that, if nothing else, I have it in a combined chat area through the app. But the hard part about it is the fact that I was not familiar with the app. It's completely different. There's a lot of other things that you kind of have to get set up. And I'm sorry, I'm rearranging a few things so that worst case scenario, if I have to come back over here and take a look at the raw windows, that I could see all of them. So I'm like trying to rearrange things in a certain way while I'm doing this, because this is, like I said, I had to wait till I was live to do all this stuff. So with that being said, it looks like it's working okay. It clearly is going to take just a little bit of effort in order to continue using this. I'm hoping that I don't have to do the setup. One of the very kind of strange things for this is I told it to log into a lot of my streams already and stuff, but it didn't seem to connect correctly. So once I started my stream, well, actually, let me take that back. Team Green and Discord worked perfectly fine. Team Purple, and I'll continue referring to them for a little bit like that. But Team Purple seemed to work okay, but I had to launch the window and re-log in, even though I had already logged in once before. And Team Red, for whatever reason, simply wouldn't connect at all. It couldn't find anything. Now, there's two ways of doing it. There's a standard connection and a WebSocket connection, all internally inside the application and stuff like that. I had told it to log in, but it didn't seem to maintain it. So then I had to do this other setting, which was, get back to it here real quick. I actually had to go in and on Team Red, I had to tell it to auto activate and to use the standard connections and then auto find and activate. Once it did that, it popped up with a new window for me to log in with a fresh login. I got logged in and then automatically connected. Now, if I have to do that every single time, I'm just not going to, because I don't want to have to log into it. The whole point of using the app and having the settings and stuff like that there is it should be able to maintain all that stuff across multiple times. If it doesn't, then I'll just go back to the other way I was doing it, because it's not really a hard thing. I was just hoping to be able to do things in the app, because the app means that you don't have to have as many browser windows open, and they have inline browser windows, which are a little bit more efficient. And will take a little less system resources and stuff. So hopefully I'll be able to get this fixed up and working. But so far so good. That's why you see the tests up there. The only thing that's a little puzzling is that duplicate of test number 2 down at the bottom. That was a little odd, because that is at the same window and it reported it twice. So I don't know why, but I did get a chance to do some of the testing. Let me do one more test here. So let's go to, and you'll be able to, should be able to see it here. Hello from that didn't work. Okay, cool. Tried one of them, didn't work. Let's go to another one here. Let's go. That one worked. Team Green is working. I do not want to. I'm also getting a little annoyed with one of the apps asking me if I want to log into my TV all the time. Okay, that one's working. So the only one that isn't working is the one that I was able to connect to it, because it has a test system set up all the time. Oh no, I don't want to do that. I want to switch over here, where all my chat stuff is. do I need to tell it to connect to my channel? And connect. Reset events. Okay. Told it to connect to my channel now. Alright, let's try this again. Let me go back to my chat system. And let's see what I get. Okay, that's interesting. So what's odd is that I had to, even though I logged in as me, I had to tell it to connect to my, into, into my channel. That is really kind of strange. I don't know why it did that. Now the other two, and I'll probably go through this a couple more times and stuff, because the other thing is I did a manual activation on 2 of the channels. The other ones I have set to auto activate. I'll probably try to see if I can't get them all to auto activate on their own, but this was my first time, so I didn't know 100% sure what I'm doing on all of them. But at least I can see everything all in one spot, and I now have it in the app. I still have my other setup there. It's pretty easy. Even if it breaks in the middle of it, I could switch back to the other chat system in probably less than 2 minutes. But enough said of me yapping about all of that stuff. Let's get back over here and let me go ahead and switch to my game. Cool, got that. And we are going to go ahead and start the recording. Hello, welcome back to another episode of Islands of Insight. This should be episode number 2. Oh, sure. Now my watch tells me to take a watch after I start recording. Or my watch tells me to take a walk after I started recording for a game. Imagine that. Play offline. All right. So far, so good. Got the chat stuff working. Getting through that. Now the question is, are we going to be able to pick up where we left off? Am I going to be standing where I stood before, or am I going to be back somewhere else? Who knows? I won't know until it gets done loading. Because I didn't try it again after I tried it last time. I shut it down and I was actually trying to get chat stuff fixed up. Maybe to a different app for chat. Okay, yes, it did. Brought me right back here. All right. Is there any? All right. What's up here? More puzzles. Okay. All right, let's see this one here. There we go. Ah, made it. Okay. Not that I doubted I would, but I'm glad I didn't fall off. Haven't fell off yet. Does it feel like there's going to be something with those up there? Okay, so I solved that one. The one it actually wants me to do next in the beam would be this one. So let's solve this one here. Let's do that one. Yep, there we go. Awesome. Okay, really? You're gonna take me all the way up there? Okay, well, I accept since you've given me a jump pad. Okay. Two, three. 1, 2, 3. They can't be overlapping, can they? Why are you mad? These three are here, here, here. Wait a minute, how are you one? Here, okay. Wait a minute. Okay, that one's 2. So for this one to be 3, it has to be this side over here, right? So like I have to do this, this, and this. Or is it this? I don't think they can overlap. Okay, let's tell it to restart. Okay, so there's 3. Alright, so there's that one. 1, 2. Okay, there we go. Oh, man. Okay. That one was about to drive me bonkers. Oh, you're gonna take me way up there, huh? Okay. Real quick, let's come back down here. We've got a couple extra ones here. Let's try this one. Well, son of a motherless goat, why not? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. 2, 3, 4. Nine. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3. There we go. Cool. What do we have here? Okay, that's supposed to be 1. Okay, this is 3. Okay, so then 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9. 12, 13. 16. 1, 2. Six. So let's just do. Okay, we do this 1, 2, 3. Nope. 4, 6. 3. Because they have to. Okay, wait a minute. Reset. Okay, 6. Do this, 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 this. Can't do that. Reset. Okay. There's that. 16. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 4, 6, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16. That is a load of crud muffins, my good sir. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Huh? I didn't make 4. Anything with 4. Area must equal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There we go. Oh my goodness. Sometimes it just takes a little bit. Okay. So we have 8, 7. Okay. So 2, 1, 2, 3. So there's 6, 7, 8. Hmm. 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. Okay. Maybe that's part of the problem. Maybe it's because I'm kind of doing them in my own sequence that I'm not catching the fact that there was one that kind of, oh, look at that. Helps you figure it out a little bit more. Let's see here. Well, I'm over here. Ooh. Checked it. Okay, so if we got 5 here. Man, I gotta do this too. Okay, 2, 3, 4. Or do we do this? 5, okay, and then here is there's that. Okay, so this one here needs 3. There is that. This one needs 4. So we could do this, this, this. Okay. 5. And awesome. Awesome. Oh. Oof. Okay. so oof, 4. Oh, nope, can't do that. I can do that. Okay, so let's do these ones here first. So do this one, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so far all of that's working. Okay, so the only one that doesn't work, okay, right, oh, right here. What? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, there. What are you? Son of a motherless goat, are you kidding me? That one gets cut off. Cannot bring that one. Can't bring that one down because it'll connect to the 6. Oh, what? Yeah. Okay, so you cannot. Okay, so you can't overlap them. Dude, your stupid rules. Okay. Such a weird one. Such a weird one. Okay. Do that, it does that. But I cannot mess with that one. I have to leave it. All right, let's just start over. Okay, so if I do... just touching there, okay. Okay, so then here's 4. But now I immediately messed that one up. Okay, so let's just say I go that. Let's just say I do this. That means I already have got more there. Okay, so I can't do that. Why can't I move this? Okay. Nope. I'm not going to use the hint system here. so it's not that. Okay. 3, 4. So that leaves this, it's all incorrect. Okay. Okay. Okay, so that's fine. So, okay, so how is that? Okay, but that one's red. Now that one's not. Okay. Okay. Okay, so that satisfies all but this one right here. But the moment I turn that one white, it invalidates this because now that's bigger than 6. But the whites can jump diagonal. Okay. Oh, but they can't. Area must equal region. Oh, crap. Okay. So there's 5. Right? So there's... Okay, and I just do this, and this. I can do this. Ah, crud muffins! Stop this. Every time I think I got it, I was like, oh yes, it's perfect. Nope. Son of a motherless goat. That's cut off. All right, let's... do you mean? Multiple tiles are colored incorrectly. Okay, well, we're going to skip that one and come back to it. Because that one doesn't make any sense. I already solved that one. I already solved that one. I got that one, that one, that one. Oh. Okay, I was gonna try to see. Okay, let's Come on. Come on. Grab on. There we go. All right, here we go. Oh. Sure. Don't make the square pattern. That makes it easy. Oh. Okay. One, two, three, six. Okay, maybe this one isn't going to be any easier than what I thought it was. Okay, so there's that. Guess I could do that and that. That cuts that off. How does that work? Okay, so maybe that's the trick to get. Oh. I think, is that the trick to doing this one over here then? Reset. Here. 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 Fives. That, wait a minute. Okay, so okay. I can't go up that way. Okay, so then how do I fit the 5 in? So the moment I do that, it says that. When I do that, it says that. Alright. Come back to it. Which is what I got to do before, but I thought I had an epiphany. That wasn't an epiphany at all. There we go. Another hidden one there. Let's go up here. Okay. Throw me over here. Why not? Okay, let's try this one here. Okay. Okay. 3, 4, 5. Okay. Oh, but okay. Is there anything else right here? There we go. One of the sky orbs. Nice. Okay. Double jump, right? Did I get it? I did not get it. My elbow passed through it. How dare you not let me have that? There we go. Okay. Next. Okay. Okay, so that works with all of those. I guess what I could do is turn that one that way. Okay, so if that's that way, that means I could just do this over here, get rid of this, do that one. All right. So I could do that, get rid of that one, do that. There we go. Look at that. Really? All right, let's take a look at this one here. Oh my. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Means to do 4, I'd have to do that. But that's gonna. Okay. Oh. We'll come back to that one. We're gonna complete the laser beam of doom. First, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Wait a minute. Okay. How? Okay, so I can't change that one because that affects both of them. Those two have to stay black. That should work there, but then that messes up those two. bad the ones that overlap don't count for the same thing, because like technically that's does. But the moment I do that, that invalidates that. Okay. Let's see here. You. Let me see what I'm getting here. Tainted Grail Fall of Avalon is on sale. And I hear feedback because I hear myself talking in the background. Okay. There's going to be something up in this tree. What is up in this tree? Okay. Okay. There we go. First time. Fell off. Carry on, Seeker. Okay. I shall carry on with the skadoosh baggery. Okay. Grid difficulty 3-star. Oh, okay. Oh, you do have to solve them in order. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay, parkour. Did I get it? Did I get it? Probably not. Oh, I wonder if I got to go from over here. Is there a branch over here that gets me any closer to that? Probably not. No. Okay. Is there anything this way? Nope. Okay. Alright, so that means I'm kind of stuck with jumping up here on the head. There we go. Okay. Got it. Okay, I guess all of those have been ones all along. Okay, well, so that means I've got to do this one here. Okay. One, two, three, 4, 5. Okay, that makes that one work. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, there we go. Sometimes you just gotta walk away from it for a minute and just come back to it, because then it's just like, oh, well, goodness gracious, why did I try it the other way? Because you were trying to solve a puzzle. Yeah, that was the first way you tried. Son of a motherless goat, really? What are you trying to do to me? Okay, to here. Or here. That takes care of that. Okay. If we do 3 here. Okay, that takes care of the biggest majority of the puzzle. Now I got to figure out what to swap for this. If I take that, you weasel. Why? Okay. There we go. So then all I need is one more. There. Awesome. Well done, Seeker. I sense that you will thrive here. Now I give you the flame that burns within. Okay, it's time to spread your wings and take to the skies. Congratulations, you have successfully completed the Auroral's first trial and unlocked your wings. You now, there are 2 ways to enter flight. Triple jump to fly space 3 times in quick succession. Press E while in the air to start flying. It is a very weird flight thing. Okay, certain Mirabelles. Okay, follow the wandering echo. Hey, why you do that to me? Okay, come on. Oh, no. Okay, what do I get here? Another Mirabilis. All right. Cool, I've unlocked more puzzles. You awakened logic grids with area numbers. Derp, derp. I haven't been reading for, 40 some years. Ancient energy of the Mirabilis is more vital than you could imagine. Okay. Or the fracture will not remain silent forever. But what if it does? Oh, so this isn't flight. This is just coasting. More like how paper airplane works. There we go. Alright, got all of those now. Oh my goodness, place I need to go is over there. Or is it there? I am confused. And I missed that one there. Okay, so here we go. I was studying that one real hard and I was like, oh, right there in front of me. Oh, okay, wait a minute. I was like falling down to something I was supposed to try to get to. I had plenty of time to fall. You have to like fall at a certain rate, maybe. Oh, that'll be interesting if that's what it is. Ha! What is here? What am I doing? Hello? Puzzle to be awakened. Chamber of the Triune. Stones and blocks, some swap, others not. Okay. Okay, that was real fast. It didn't even show me what the end of the puzzle looked like before taking it away, although I think I get it. All right. Well, I think I do, but... Aha. Just got to get them all grouped together. Okay. That should be easy enough. Let's try getting a couple more. Oh, yay. Here's... Aha, so there are rules to the way that the swap works. Got it? Thank you very much. Okay. Just a tad janky, but sure, why not? Why not have a little jank here and there? Okay, there we go. Every once in a while it feels a little weird because it's like, okay, I just you collected a new insight, don't leave the fewer than 3. Your explanation: to avoid making any moves at level 1 or level 2 single color, don't These one or two of a single color behind, you'll never be able to clear them. Accordingly, if you see 4 or 5 in a single color, you'll have to clear them all in a single row. Oh, okay. What are you? She calls to the Numa. We've brought life into this realm once again. But many of us are lost and formless, dancing like leaves carried by half-knowing wind. I will find us all, the echoes that wander in the void. Okay. Alrighty then. Let's try to do a... How many more of these slide puzzles are there up here? Oh, there's lots. Okay, well, we're gonna go ahead and stop here for tonight. That'll be the... it's a good video. A little bit over. I need to really kind of get to my... I want to try to get my videos down to like 45 minutes. It feels like a good time frame. Struggling with keeping that because like sometimes I just lose track of time while playing the game. Realistically, maybe what I need to do is I need to get a timer over top of the game somewhere along the line so that I can keep track of that. But that's a me problem to figure out. But with that being said, we'll go ahead and finish up the video here and then wrap up the stream. But thanks for joining me today. Put a comment on this video, press the like or dislike button. You can follow me for more content. You can join my Discord server. The link's in my Twitch and YouTube channels. Let me know your feedback and suggestions. Okay. Despite the conundrum of the chat system at the very beginning, and a couple of the weird little quirks with it, not bad. I don't know to say that it's necessarily going to cause anything better or worse. We'll see how it works. I do notice that there is a difference in the app that I have available under the app image for interacting at least with Twitch. The other ones, there isn't quite as much. So we'll have to wait and see. I know Steve's always working on it because I see lots of updates from him on that. So I know that he's always working on something for it. But we'll have to see what comes next. But that's the end of the stream for today. Let me know your thoughts and feedback. And as always, so long for now.